tip-off is won by Emma Calvert of BYU, and the Cougars will control from the Marriott Center. As Barber will receive it right back, and now the Cougars have Calvert inside. Another missed layup, that one contested, albeit. And UCF running the floor beautifully, 8-2. How about the putback by Barber? BYU hasn't had much fluidity, Kristen. Peterson, another floater, left short. Both teams have gone cold. Putback is good, and a foul. Great effort inside. Gibb crossover dribble around the screen from Gillespie. Goes back to Whiting. Wide open three from the wing. No good. Offensive rebound tapped out to Gibb.
That's probably the one positive we've seen so far is the rebounding, particularly the offensive rebounding, and it leads to a three-point shot.
As we look one more time at the open three from Cambry Barber.
Good.
First three of the game for BYU. Gibb trying to make it 2 threes on the game for BYU. No good. Caitlin Peterson trying to beat everyone down the floor, forces the issue, and it pays off. Kristen, how do you feel like BYU is defending her overall?
Well, she has one goal, and that is score the basketball for this team. She is looking for every angle to get to the rim.
Barber answers with another three. Brindley Cannon, excuse me. Kayala Nagodu. Gibb again, creating an opportunity for Kemery Condensed.
Incredible creators to open up shots like that for Condon.
Just like that, BYU in front, 19-17. Caitlin Peterson might have missed everything. The putback, however, is good. It's Nagodu. This time connects, and she'll have a free throw attempt on the way.
And the Knights mixing it up. We saw man-to-man just a possession ago, now going into a zone, so trying to mess it up, but that time, good job by the freshman Cannon.
This assist from Brindley Cannon, who found Lauren Davenport cutting to the hoop.
Davenport does a good job moving without the ball. Right?
9 points to lead all scores. 3 of 12 from the field. Amari Whiting and BYU trying to break the press. Lauren Davenport, left corner three is good. But it stands as the 8th turnover of the game. Lauren Davenport just before that knocking in a three for the Cougars.
BYU with 6 assists on 10 made field goals. When they can get in the paint, as we saw there from Amari Whiting, good things happen. You force the defense to shift, you get better looks on the outside.
A three to answer is good. Neve Brown.
Of the standings of the Big 12, but they know how important each win is and to continue to help them move up the standings.
Shot clock winding down. Brown throws up a prayer. It is answered. Amber Whiting. UCF 3-point lead. Whiting has Heather Hampson in the post, and Hampson scores at the buzzer. Maybe Hampson is the answer in the post that BYU needs. She's played some good minutes at times in stretches this season.
Yeah, they haven't done what they need to with ball security, which has been an Achilles heel for this BYU team all season long.
How about that? Here's on her 4th made field goal of the night. As we look at the back-to-back threes, one from each side. Neve Brown, pull-up jumper is short, rebounded by Calvert. Whiting leading the break, has Gibb. Right corner, baseline drive, got around Peterson with that quick first step. So 1 for 5 from the free throw line are the Cougars. BYU in front by 2. And we're tied back up at 35 apiece.
Overall in the game, can that get her going by seeing it go through the rim here in the second half at the free throw line?
Neve Brown, how did she get through 3 BYU defenders all the way to the rim? Going the other way, and there is just the 2nd turnover of the game by UCF. As you look at in the 23+ minutes of game time, make it 24. Have only led for 7 minutes, and there's the 11th turnover. And Caitlin Peterson has a milestone for Peterson as she goes over 1,000 career points. Good bounce pass inside. Calvert lost it on the way up. Congdon for 3. 3:48 to play. I should say a team high 6-point lead for the Cougars. Interior passing. I'm not sure how that went from one big to the other. Not a lot of room in there, Kristen, but it worked.
And they executed that to perfection, and the coaching staff for BYU was yelling out the play the entire time.
We'll see what the conditioning looks like for UCF. Looks pretty good right there from Brown, but she is absolutely roofed by Amari Whiting, who's back the other direction. Whiting this time finishes the layup.
Watch this defensive play from the sophomore guard, Amari Whiting, using her
to get back in front of this game. An air ball on one side for UCF, Davenport. Good pass to Brindley Cannon, and a foul.
BYU continues to push pace. They're getting out in transition.
Loose ball ends up in the hands of Condensed, and that's an ill-advised decision to give it right back to the Knights. Alcott, good hesitation move.
Whiting should have taken that shot. I know she was trying to be unselfish, but that close to the rim, she had a good opportunity at the rim.
Calvert turns away from the double team wisely and scores. Opportunity to get out and run because of the lack of turnovers. Cannon forces her way to the hoop, and she'll have yet another and one opportunity. The freshmen continue to make a huge impact for BYU. This time it's Brindley Cannon.
Well, you get a ball reversal. Start out on the right wing. You get
Neve Brown across the timeline. Brown driving to her left, cut off by Whiting's defense. Looking for some help, finds it in Alcott. Good up and under move and the score. Calvert drawing the foul. Some good interior moves right there. Lost the dribble, kicks it out to Cannon. One on the shot clock. Gibb gets it back left corner three, and that feels like an absolute dagger.
A secondary move does a really good job.
And then Gibb with 1 second on the shot clock. Game high 9-point lead. UCF did everything right defensively, and maybe they catch a break.
How about ring?
Delaney Gibb on the baseline, flips it around to Whiting. Floater, good. You talked about it, Kristen. Empty possession for BYU that Kristen just documented. That ended up in shot clock violation. UCF desperate for a score, and they give it away. Just their 6th turnover of the game. Brindley Cannon running the floor. It's the freshman to freshman connection. Nagodu, swatted by Calvert. 5-on-4 for BYU. Whiting, Cannon, unimpeded to the hoop. Much needed for UCF. 15th turnover of the game by BYU. Brown forces up a shot, and that drops in. 67-60, 1:43 to play. We dip under 90 seconds to play. It's a steal! Achol Alcott scores it. 5-point game. And they can defend the full 30 again, Chris. So they don't have to foul yet.
Almost another steal.
Ball is loose. Peterson will have the uncontested layup that will count as she scores 19 points. Thanks in part to that bucket, but BYU victorious by a final of 73-66.